The opening of the Suez Canal in 1869 revolutionized the maritime trade between Western Europe and the East. The port of Bombay became India's premier gateway of trade and commerce. Bombay Harbour continued to be one of the safest and the most spacious in the world. It provides secure and ample shelter for shipping throughout the year. The port has been administered by the Bombay Port Trust since 1873. Over 3,000 ships visit the port annually. There are 60 alongside berths and 55 anchorages for ocean-going ships. The main link into harbour is about 2 kilometers wide. Pilotage is compulsory for ships moving in and out of the harbour. The high variation of sea level in Bombay due to low and high tide make loading and unloading operations difficult. The free and closed way docks of Bombay Port, named Indira, Princess and Victoria, were the solution. These enclosed docks not only protect the cargo ships from heavy seas and storms, but also keep the level of water constant. The Bombay port handles 17 million tons of cargo a year. In other words, every hour 2,000 tons of cargo moved through this port. Large quantities of raw, semi-finished and finished goods, Indian-made engineering products and innumerable other items are exported through the Bombay port. This helps to keep for our essential imports, including petroleum products. These imports meet the requirements of defense, development projects, agriculture and industry. Top-level efficiency is essential in running the port so that Indian exports are attractive in highly competitive international market and imports are available to the Indian citizens at reasonable prices. Bombay Port handles over 40% of country's total general cargo traffic and 25% of our oil traffic. The docks are flooding with activities around the clock. Ships are encouraged to discharge their cargoes in sea to reduce pressure on the docks. The port serves the most industrialized hinterland of the country. Tens of millions of rupees worth of goods pass through the Bombay dock daily, providing temptation to the criminally inclined. The port is always alert to prevent theft and pilferage. Every person entering and leaving the docks is thoroughly checked. Bombay Port provides employment directly to some 31,000 people and to another 50,000 indirectly. Dock workers are constantly required to meet new challenges in the face of continuously changing technology. The port provides training to employees in cargo handling with modern and sophisticated equipments, effective supervision and safety. For efficient management of men in the field, officers are also given training on management aspect. New concepts in ship designing, such as lash ships and ro-ro ships, has brought about revolutionary changes in maritime transport. A lash ship can carry a number of barges, each having cargo capacity of from 400 to 1,000 tons. Without waiting for berths in the docks, these ships discharge their barges into the stream. They are then turned to the unloading point. Similarly, barges loaded with export cargoes are towed to the lash ships and lifted onto the deck by their own cranes or elevators. A lash ship considerably reduces a ship's time in port and thereby has reduced port's congestion. Container ship carrying unitized cargo. Unitization is the grouping of small packages into bigger units. This reduces manual handling and saves time. Containerization is now the most accepted form of cargo transportation in international trade. It is faster, safer and cheaper. In these containers, large quantities of cargo can be handled in a very systematic way. For perishable goods, refrigerated containers are used. Bombay Port accounts for almost 90% of India's seaborne container traffic. Port facilities are becoming increasingly mechanized to make cargo handling easier and faster. The ro-ro ship, which is another of the latest type of cargo ships, requires only a berth for loading and unloading operations. Trucks loaded with cargo can go straight into a spacious hold and unload their goods. For the repair of ships, Bombay Port has two dry dock that can cater to the needs of the ship, having a length of about 305 meters. The port also has facilities for ship breaking in its powder works bundle. Shipbreaking is another port-based labor-intensive industry which is fast developing. The employees of Bombay Port Trust are provided with a number of amenities. A well-equipped hospital looks after the medical needs of the employees. The port has set a target of providing housing for at least 40% of the total staff. Community centers gives vocational training to the family members of the employees. Recreation centers are provided for the children of the staff. The Bombay Port Trust also has a number of smaller docks or bandar. The Sassoon Dock is the one of them. Is the oldest commercial dock in Bombay Port. Now it is the principal center for landing of fresh fish. Several hundred fishing boats brings more than 17,000 tons of fish a year. Privately owned cold storage facilities are available at the dock. The other bandars serves sailing vessels carrying coastal or even foreign cargoes. The oil terminal at Butcher Island in Bombay Harbour is the inlet for imported oil into the country. This oil terminal is one of the largest of its kind in the East. 3 large tankers can be berthed there at a time. A 4th berth is under construction. Oil is directly pumped from tanker to the refineries at Trombay. To reduce congestion and to meet the ever-growing demand for increase in specialized port facilities, it is planned to create a new major port at Nhava Sheva, about 11 kilometers across the Bombay Harbour. The new port will hopefully eliminate congestion of the ships and cargo in the port of Bombay. The Nhava Sheva port will also help reduce the population and the traffic of the already overcrowded city of Bombay by siphoning out number of port-based industry and commercial activities. The growth in the commercial activity of the nation is the measure of its progress. The port of Bombay is the commercial gateway of India. Therefore, its growth reflects the economic growth of India.